Welcome back. Happy Monday. Welcome back to Music Third Grade. I'm happy that you're joining me again today. It was so nice to see some of you last week in Mrs. Kaseki's class. I really enjoyed that, and hopefully you'll be seeing a little bit more of me live, and I will get to spend more time with you guys. I'm really excited for today. I have my Wednesday Addams dress on. We're going to do some Halloween fun. Sorry, everybody. Because remember, we can use music. We can use music to celebrate different life events in the world, and it's awesome. And Halloween's coming up, and Halloween's my favorite, as you can probably tell. All right, everybody, I'm going to share my screen, and then we're going to get started. Cool. All right, so we got some rhythm warm-ups. We're going to keep going with Alabama Gal. We have a new song today. Trying to get rid of this. And then I'm going to walk you through your assignment for this week. Super simple, not super crazy. It is using a Google slide, but you already are familiar with that. All right, so you are going to hear some music in the background. I want you to speak after me, please. This time, as you are speaking after me, anytime you have a ta, I want you to snap. Anytime you have a TT, I want you to clap. My turn first. Ta, ta. Ta, TT, ta, ta. Ta, TT, ta. Try it by yourself. Ready, go. By yourself, and here you go. Last one, here you go. From the beginning, no stopping. One more time, there's no stopping. Nice job, everybody. Awesome. Okay, moving on. We have Alabama Gal. This is the full version of it. You can sing it with me. Please tap the way the words go while you are singing. I will sing it first. You can sing it with me if you think you have it. Or if you want to listen to me sing it, you can sing it again for a second time. I always have coffee. I love coffee. Halloween and coffee. Those are like my two favorite things. All right, everybody. My turn first. You can sing it with me, or you can sing it after. Come through now, hurry. Come through now, hurry. Come through now, hurry. Alabama Gal. You don't know how. You don't know how. You don't know how. Alabama Gal. I'll show you how. I'll show you how. I'll show you how. Alabama Gal. Ain't time our candy. Ain't time our candy. Ain't time our candy. Alabama Gal. You're going to sing it with me this time. Actually, just sing it by yourself. I'm sure you have it by now. 1, 2, ready, go. All right, everybody. So this is the music for it. We looked at this last week. We circled some rhythms that we have known. So I'm going to use this cool little tool, if I can find it. Haha. So I want you to use your finger and gently just point to two tas that are back to back. So point to two tas. Can you find them? Two tas. So there is one, right? There are a set right there. Can you find another set? Yes, hurry. Nice. This time, can you find T, 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 ta? I want you to find T, 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 ta. T, 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 ta. Raise your hand if the pattern T, 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 ta is in the first line. The first line is this whole line right here. Raise your hand if you think T, 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 ta is in the second line. I would agree with you. Do you think T, 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 ta is the first half of the line? Raise your hand if you think yes. Raise your hand if you think T, 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 ta is in the second half. Ooh, I think I would agree with the second half ones. So I'm going to draw and circle that. So that is our T, 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 ta. This time, I would like you to clap as you speak. And anytime you get to a circled part in the song, I want you to say the rhythms. So you're going to speak the lyrics of the song, but anytime you get to a circled part, whoop, like this one, or this one, you're going to just speak the rhythm. So if I were to do the first two measures, it would sound like this. Come through in a ta, ta. So you're speaking whatever is not circled. Let's try it together. 1, 2, ready, go. Come through, now ta, ta. Come through, now ta, ta. Come through, now hurry, ti, 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 ta. Did I miss a combination of 2 tas? Can you raise your hand if yes, I missed one? I did miss one. Now, where is it? Is it in line 1? Raise your hand if you think it's in line 1. Raise your hand if you think it's in line 2. Is it in, I would agree with you, it's in line 2. Is it in measure 1, measure 2, 3, or 4? It is in 2. So I'm going to circle this. Now that we have all of our ta-tas and our t-t-t-t-ta identified, let's try speaking and clapping again. 1, 2, ready, go. Come through, now ta-ta. Come through, now ta-ta. Come through, now ta-ta. T-t-t-t-ta. Nice job, everybody. All right, so we learned that the staff has 5 lines. The staff has 4 spaces. Remember, the spaces go in between the lines. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines to our staff. We also learned last week that you can have notes that go in the staff, and that is how we get music like this. Our notes can go either on a line or on a space. Now, we have 3 notes here. We have do, mi, and so. These are our solfege notes. And remember, boys and girls, our solfege help us sing better. They help us create different patterns that we can use whenever we are creating music. All are used to help us become better musicians. Can you please say if do is on a space? Mi is on the space above it. If mi is on a space, so is in the space above it. Can you please say if do is on a space? Mi is on the space above it. If mi is on a space, so is on the space above it. Nice job. Can you please hold up your do and sing after me? Do, mi, do. Do, mi, so. So, so, mi, so. So, mi, do, do, do. Do, mi, do. Perfect. All right, third grade. So I have 3 notes. Can you raise your hand if they are blank? They are blank. We are going to work together to identify these 3 notes. I will tell you that do is always traditionally the very bottom. Do is always on the bottom. So can you please tell me which note is on the bottom? Is it note 1, note 2, or note 3? If do is the lowest note that we have right now, is it line 1? Raise your hand if you think do is note 1. Raise your hand if you think do is note 2. Raise your hand if you think do is note 3. I would agree with these ones. So we know that if do is on a space, mi is on the space above it. Is the note that is on the space above it the second one? Or is it the third one? Raise your hand if you think the note that is on the space above do is the second or the third. I would agree with the thirds. So we're going to type mi into that one. We know that if mi is on a space, so is on the space above it. So what is our last note? What does that have to be? It does. It has to be so. So I'm going to put my mouse right on the note. I'm going to double click until we see that little blinking line. And then I'm going to type so. Oh, third grade. This is essentially what you're going to be doing for your assignment this week. When you have your assignment, it's going to look like this. It says label each note on the staff. Type either do, mi, or so in each box to label the notes below. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 notes that you have to label do, mi, or so. I'm going to help you with the first 2. And then you guys, for your assignment this week, are going to completely finish the entire slide and make sure that it gets back to me. So we know that do is the bottom right now. Do is the lowest one that we have. So we have a note here on space 1, here on space 2, and one all the way over here on space 3. So which one is the lowest one right now? Is it 1, 2, or 3? Which one is towards the bottom of the staff? 1. Raise your hand if you think it's 1. Raise your hand if you think it's 2. Raise your hand if you think it's 3. I would agree. Do is the first one that you have. Can you please say if do is on a space? Mi is on the space above it. If do is in space 1, what space number would mi have to be on? 2. Is this note here in space 2? Yes, it is. So we know that this second one has to be mi. So third grade, for your assignment, you need to finish typing and labeling each note for this slide. It will be attached in your assignment, and all you have to do is open it, put your cursor inside of each box, double click, and type either do, mi, or so into each box. The spelling for each of those is up here. Do, D-O. Mi is M-I. We spell it M-I instead of M-E because these syllables are Italian. So you're actually speaking Italian when you are singing with these. And so is spelled how we would spell it in English, S-O. So that's what you have to do for your homework assignment this week. Now, before you leave, I have a song for you. This song is called Skin and Bones. And you can see that there is a lady here. That is the lady who is the topic or the primary character. I'm going to stop presenting, so you should just see me. I'm going to set you guys down. You should see an instrument here. This instrument is called a xylophone. Now, third grade, when we come back in person, you guys will be playing xylophones like this pretty frequently with me. So we have a xylophone. Just to give you a little info, a xylophone has wooden bars like this, so they're all made of wood. You play the xylophone with mallets. So I have a song for you. I want you to listen to my song, and I want you to listen for where did the old woman go to? It is about an old woman. Listen for where she went to. There was an old woman, all skin and bone. Ooh. One night she thought she'd take a walk. Ooh. She went down to the old graveyard. Ooh. She saw the bones a-lying around. Ooh. She went back to her little house. Ooh. She went to the cupboard to get a broom. Ooh. She opened the door and boom. Did that scare anybody? Nobody? Did that scare some of you? Oh, all right. So raise your hand and tell me where you thought the old woman went down to. She did. She went to an old graveyard. I want you to listen again for what she saw when she went to the old graveyard. There was an old woman, all skin and bone. Ooh. One night she thought she'd take a walk. Ooh. She went down to the old graveyard. Ooh. She saw the bones a-lying around. Ooh. She went back to her little house. Ooh. She went to the cupboard to get a broom. Ooh. She opened the door and boom. Did I get you? Did that scare you that time? No? Ugh. Okay. So what did she see when she went down to the old graveyard? She did. She saw bones. She saw bones lying in the graveyard. Okay, listen a last time for what she went to the cupboard to get. Listen for what she went to the cupboard to get. There was an old woman, all skin and bone. Ooh. One night she thought she'd take a walk. Ooh. She went down by the old graveyard. Ooh. She saw the bones a-lying around. Ooh. She went back to her little house. Ooh. She went to the cupboard to get a broom. Ooh. She opened the door and boo. Come on, I had to have scared you that time. So what did she go to the cupboard to get? A cupboard is just another name for like a closet that you may have in your house. So what did she go to the cupboard to get? A broom. She did go to get a broom. So, third grade, next time I see you, we will be learning this song together. We're going to be doing some new things with it. We will continue our Alabama Gal journey, and we're still going to be reading and playing around with the staff and learning how to read music off of that. So, I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful day. I'm so happy that you were able to join me again here for music. Like I said, hopefully I will be able to see more of you guys in person. I loved seeing some of the third grade last week. That really made my heart happy and made my day. And it was so nice to be able to talk to you. So I hope to see you guys soon. Have a great day. Have a wonderful Monday. And I will see you guys next week for music. All right, third grade. Bye.